afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me here on Fox 10 Gulfstream. My name is Vanessa Pacheco. Rain is moving in, and we are tracking everything. We have Nicholas Herboso out in the field right now. He's inside the storm tracker, tracking everything for us right now. So, Nick, where are you? What are you seeing?
Watching a few thunderstorms that are off to our north right now. And the thing is, over the next few hours, these storms are actually going to be moving our way. So we're kind of here keeping track of things and seeing if we can see anything. We have a level 2 out of 5 severe weather risk for today, and that does include the potential for large hail and damaging winds, which is going to be the couple things that we're going to try to find, at least, especially with some of these storms that get stronger. We have one strong storm right now. If we can go to radar, Vanessa. We have one strong storm right now that is in southern Clark County. Remember, I'm in Citronelle, and I'm looking east, and we'll take a look at the pictures in a second, but I want to zoom in on radar to this thunderstorm here so y'all can see what's going on. See a lot of lightning now getting produced with this thunderstorm in southern Clark County. This is north of places like, or I should say to the east of places like McIntosh along 43. Even though McIntosh, you're getting a bit of a downpour, it's southern Clark County that's getting the stronger thunderstorm at this very moment. And we're sitting in Citronelle, and our view is essentially, I'll draw it out, something like this. So if we can take, let me put up my cameras here. If we can take the cameras right now, Vanessa. So I'm looking off now to the east where we have these thunderstorms. And we've been looking at these cloud formations, really interesting there as the thunderstorm kind of continues to build over there. So you're looking off to the east. Remember, I'm in Citronelle, just north of Citronelle. You can see some of those dark clouds out there. And we've been kind of watching it over the past little bit. If I pan just kind of past our other camera there, you can kind of see what begins to look like some kind of almost shelf cloud formation if I pan this down. That's just because we have a strong thunderstorm that's in that area. This is not a severe thunderstorm. That's once again just kind of east of McIntosh in southern Clark County. But I'm able to get a view of that from here, and it's really interesting to look at. So once again, that's what we're dealing with right now, and we are going to be traveling around for the next little bit here, trying to find some stuff. We have another strong storm, of course, that we're tracking off to our north. A few strong storms, I should say, that are kind of getting their act together. So we'll be tracking those, and we're actually going to stay live. I'm going to have the vehicle feed going here on the Fox 10 Gulfstream. So you'll be able to track along with us as we're driving around. I'll regularly pop in and give updates. But Vanessa, that's what we're dealing with right now, just tracking this one stronger thunderstorm that is in southern Clark County.
All right, Nick, so do we continue staying with you, or do you want to give us any more information?
Tell you what, so let's go ahead and do it where we keep our feet, and we're going to start moving around because I want to get in a closer position to get myself towards this thunderstorm. So, and also I'm going to be keeping an eye on the comments there. So if I can pop in at any moment in this live stream, which is a great thing. So if I see a comment there that I need to address some questions about the weather, I'll be more than happy to answer those. I'll have it pulled up on my phone. I've actually got a couple sources going on right now in the Storm Tracker vehicle. So the Storm Tracker vehicle is ready to go. So I'm going to leave the cameras up, and we'll go from there. So we're going to keep live streaming and keep tracking these storms.
We'll be keeping track of any comments coming through Facebook. So if I see any comments on there, any specific questions that they might have, I'll make sure to ask you about that. But for now, we're going to take that Storm Tracker cam live. That way you can keep an eye on the skies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vanessa.
Okay, we continue to track everything right now. You can see that live cam from our storm tracker. Nicholas is there. I've been keeping up with a few of your comments on Facebook. So again, if you do have any comments regarding today's weather, we're keeping track of your comments on Facebook. So Nick, we've gotten a few questions on here. So one question that we got is, how bad is the storm going to be today?
Well, so what we're dealing with right now is all these thunderstorms are kind of off to our north, and they're just going to slowly drift south. So good thing is, if you're in Baldwin County right now, if you're near the Arts Festival, if you're down in Orange Beach, you have no rain right now. We're fine. We're doing just fine. But if you're north of places like, if you're in Clark County, if you're in Washington County, you're getting rain right now, and even some of y'all are getting thunderstorms at this moment. And that's the thing that we're kind of watching, because there is the potential that some of these thunderstorms become just a little bit stronger. So I'm going to pull up my maps again. It'll take me a second to get back into those maps. But yes, these storms, what's going to happen is they're going to slowly push south. And as they push south, we're just going to have to keep watching them for the potential of some weather with them, possibly some stronger development. So we have one strong, if we go to the radar right now, we have one stronger thunderstorm right now that is in far northern Baldwin County. This thing is just kind of to the north of Tensas there, along Alabama 59 there. And that's producing some lightning. So we're actually going to make our way to 43 in Mount Vernon, just so we can kind of take a look at this storm from a closer view, because we watched it kind of pass to our north earlier, and now it's just kind of moving, kind of continuing off to the east. So that's what we have right now on radar there. If I were to zoom out and get us another kind of wider shot here, you can see that we have more thunderstorms off to the north. And good thing is, not all of them are super strong. In fact, that one in northern Baldwin County is actually one of the stronger ones on the board. And that one's producing some heavy lightning. That'll continue to move in southern Monroe County. So if you are in southern Monroe County, get ready for that, a strong thunderstorm there. Once again, we maintain this level, this is a level 2 slight risk for the entire Fox 10 viewing area for the rest of the afternoon. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. And I'll show you Futurecast real quick, guys, so you can see this. Take a look at Futurecast. This is with HRRR, so high resolution modeling. And you can see them doing a really good job picking up those thunderstorms to our north. Watch how they move to our south here. By around 4 o'clock, they're getting close to Mobile. By around 5 o'clock, there we go. You can see those thunderstorms moving through. And notice they're not all strong. There's not all these big red dots. Some of them are a little bit weaker. But then we likely continue to see some heavy rain with this as well. So that's what we're dealing with there. And I'll keep this Futurecast running so you can see. This is now 7 o'clock. And all of this pushes out of here by overnight tonight. So overnight tonight, things really begin to clear off and calm down, which is great. But that all kind of gets out of here. So let me reset to the radar real quick, and we'll get back to what's going on. We're watching for the potential of some strong storms and hail. So we got an interesting view right now from the storm tracker, and I'll go ahead and get us queued up some of our cameras. Take a look at this. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Looks like we have some rain on the lens a little bit, but we have some stronger or some darker clouds now being shown on camera right now. And it looks like there might be something on the lens. I might have to go look at that. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now. So, some clouds as we're heading over to Mount Vernon, and we'll be getting over there in just a little bit.
Okay, Nicholas, I'm still keeping track of some of these questions that we're getting on Facebook right now, on Facebook Live. So again, if you do have any questions, make sure you ask, and then, I'll make sure to ask Nicholas here. But Nicholas, another question that we got, I guess someone is asking about weather in Loxley.
Loxley. So let me pull up Loxley real quick for us here. Good thing is the storms are kind of slowly moving south, so places like Loxley, like Bay Minette and stuff will deal with some showers and thunderstorms in just a little bit. But here's the good thing. Right now, nothing looking particularly strong. So if you look at the live wide radar shot, you can see those showers and storms moving off to the south here. And that is what we're dealing with. So those will continue to be off to the south here. I'm sorry, I'm kind of multitasking here looking at the clouds. But those will be moving south, and so within the next hour or two, places like North Baldwin County, North Mobile County will get rain and possibly some stronger storms. What about Tillman's Corner? Tillman's Corner as well in about an hour. Maybe we'll start to get some deteriorating conditions as things will go downhill in terms of rain. We'll get some rain, and then finally we'll be able to get some heavier rain, possibly some lightning, and we'll just have to keep our eyes out for the potential for some strong to severe storms. So that's what we're dealing with there. We're about to come to a little bit of a clearing, so give us 1 second.
And Nicholas, as you're, we completely get it. Listen, we get it. Okay, so the window to this is what time? Like, what's the in-between window? When can we expect that rain?
So of course it's already raining in our interior communities, and you've kind of seen that now if you have the radar pulled up behind me. All those interior communities do have rain, but that'll keep pushing to the south over the next little bit. So within the next few hours, everybody really gets into rain, and then beyond that, rain will continue through the evening. So we're coming to a great clearing here, and I'm going to start switching up the camera so you can see this. So let me get to this camera here. Now it looks like there's something on the lens, so I'm going to clear that off real quick. I'm actually going to step out of the vehicle, so you're going to lose my audio for a second, Vanessa.
Okay, no, that's fine. No, this is a good time for me to talk about our weather app. So if you don't have the Fox 10 weather app, make sure you download that. Honestly, it's reliable. It helps me. I continue to get the weather alerts. I just got one a few minutes ago about, the storm coming near our area, a storm threat in our area. So yeah, we have a breakdown of the weather. We have our meteorologists that go on there, and they're giving you the breakdown of the hour by hour. So if you don't have the Fox 10 weather app, make sure you download that. It is completely free. And then you can set alerts to your area. So I have alerts set to where the area that I live. So if there's ever like lightning near the area, I get alerts when that's lightning near my area. So it's honestly a really good app to have, especially when we are around that severe weather time. So make sure you download that. Again, that is completely free. And then I am trying to see this other camera that Nick is currently cleaning. I mean, it is raining. I mean, it is foggy out there. It was foggy this morning. It's cloudy out there. So we completely understand with those cams for sure. And here's another track looking at the radar. I'm going to pull that up so you can kind of see what we're seeing around this time right now, 2:18. And you can kind of see the red, the yellow there in certain areas. Obviously, it's like we've been saying, rain is moving this way for sure. So let me see if, Nick, you're back?
Yes, Vanessa, so my top camera is acting a little weird, so I'm actually going to be using a different camera. Here, let me get my audio up a little bit for you. I'm using a different camera. This is actually the camera that was on me earlier, and you can see we're looking now in the direction of some of those thunderstorms, and we're kind of at a high point here, which is really, really convenient for us. And I'm going to pull up radar so I can get a little reference here. We're actually looking off kind of to the north here, and you can see that we have like darkness over there. That's actually a rain shaft, so there's rain falling in that area. That's not a severe thunderstorm at all. But really throughout the whole entire horizon right now, we can see rain and storms happening. In fact, I'll mention this right now. We are kind of near, I want to say about, 10 miles maybe to the northwest of Mount Vernon, I should say, northwest of Mount Vernon. And we are now within what we call the cold pool. So what's happening is cold air is rushing out of these showers that are off to our north, and the temperature has dropped significantly here in the past few minutes. Like really significantly. Like we're getting a northerly wind right now, so it is a lot cooler for sure. Yeah, so we're just to the west of 43 and Mount Vernon now, kind of in a high point here. We're going to make our way into Mount Vernon, but already at this point we have had a cooler situation, cooler air now pushing in. That's all from the showers that you see off to your north. Those showers that you're looking at, all those showers that are off to our north, even on radar, you can see the showers that are to our north. That's the area that's pushing cooler air out, and that's why the temperature's dropped here in Mount Vernon. So still tracking all of this right now, and we're keeping our eye on that thunderstorm in North Baldwin County getting into southern Monroe County as well. So that's a couple things that we're keeping
Another
an eye on.
question that we got on our Facebook, this is by Ricky Horton. He's asking, how much rainfall is Monroeville supposed to get today?
So that's a great question. So I'm interested to see. So Monroeville has already been getting some rain, in fact, some heavier rain over the past little bit here. The thing is, from this point on, the rain, especially in places like Monroeville, will be steady light for the next couple of hours or so. It may even end a little sooner than that. So with the rain staying steady and light, we're not expecting much more of a rainfall till beyond what we already have. And if I look at the radar estimates, if my radar will let me do this, let's see if it pulls up. And you can see it's not very much. It's a little bit under half an inch in Monroeville there. And this is a radar estimate, though, that I have pulled up on radar here. So that's a little bit of a question mark there. But either way, it does look like places like Monroeville and points north will see continued rain over the next little bit. That'll be just light rain. Light to moderate rain.
So today, Nick, what is a major threat today? What are we seeing? Is it the amount of rain, hail? Like what are we expecting? Like what are we worried about, or our top priority, or what are we looking out for the most?
Right now, it's going to be the severe weather threat that we've highlighted. This like level 2 risk. That is for the potential of damaging winds and hail. So some of these thunderstorms could get strong to the point where they produce hail. And we're just going to have to keep our eyes out on that. And of course, if we get a severe thunderstorm warning, you're just going to need to pay attention to it today. Because those are the ones that, will be valid for hail or damaging winds. That's what they issue the severe thunderstorm warnings for. That's the main severe weather concern. Otherwise, we're just going to get some rain. And I know there's a lot of events going on across really the region. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of festivals, especially the more far south you go. So for those places that are in Baldwin County, for the places that are along the beach, this afternoon and evening, later this afternoon, I should say, and this evening, you're going to be getting rain and possible thunderstorms. So you're just going to have to keep an eye out, especially because it might interrupt some plans.
All right, Nick, well, thank you for that. Great information for sure. And I'm sure you're going to be keeping track of this during our live show at 3 o'clock as well, right?
Yes, so we're going to have a couple things in the 3 o'clock as we're continuing to kind of watch this. We're going to still be moving around. I'm at a stop point right now just to get us this vantage point. But we will try to move around and get closer to some of these storms. Right now, I was trying to find a nice vantage point, and I'm glad we did. So once again, we're looking north, and we're going to try to find more shots like this through the afternoon. I mean, this is a cool shot, as y'all can see, of the horizon here and those dark clouds. And I'll mention it again. The temperature has dropped significantly, and that's because when these rainstorms move south, and as they're kind of developing, they push colder air from aloft down to the surface, and that will literally spread out. And that's actually what's happened here. So our temperature has dropped significantly. We were pushing like 80 degrees a few minutes ago. And now our temperature has dropped. What do I have here? Let's have a dew point of 64. And let me grab my temperature real quick. I have a temperature of 73. So we were close to 80. We dropped all the way down to 73 right now. So just showing you some of the difference, the changing air as these thunderstorms slowly kind of move south here. once again, if you're in Mobile, give it an hour or two, and you'll begin to get some of that rain and some of the thunder.
Nick, well, thank you for all of that. I was keeping track of all of these questions on Facebook. It seems like we've got most of those answered, so thank you for that. I know you've been helpful. I'm going to let you prepare for the 3 o'clock because I know you have to keep tracking these storms. But for sure, anyone that wants more information, the Fox 10 weather app, right?
Yes, definitely. And meteorologist Jennifer Lambrus is in right now, and she's been updating that. We updated that when we had the severe thunderstorm watch that was issued, and then we've kept updating that as we continue to get new model data in. We will regularly post model data on that Fox 10 weather app. So if you're interested in that, be sure to take a look at it because it'll serve you well. Also, you have live radar on the app, and that's a great tool to use for sure. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Make sure you get that Fox 10 weather app. It's a great tool. Also alert you if stuff's going on, if you have a warning. But for right now, we're just keeping our eyes on things, and we're going to keep driving around. Vanessa?
All right, thank you for that, Nick. Well, again, we will have more during our 3 o'clock newscast with Shelby and Lee. So make sure you tune in to that. And again, you can always watch our newscast through our live stream as well, through our website, through our app. So you can watch that as well if you don't live here or you just don't have access to a TV at the time. But for this exclusive content, you can also download the Gulfstream app. You get this exclusive content on there. So if you have a Roku TV, Apple TV, Fire TV, make sure you download the Gulfstream Fox 10 app. It is completely free, and you get that exclusive content. Again, Gulfstream app and also the weather app. It's going to be extremely reliable, especially during times like this where we are tracking the potential of severe weather. We hope you have a good day. Please stay safe out there. Make sure you grab that umbrella, that raincoat, and stay dry as much as possible. And again, we will see you during our 3 o'clock newscast.